And now, today's adventure of Outer Scope 2. Watch out for that bulldozer. While the kids were in the attic reading about Sailor Bill and the gold medallion, the garbage men picked up Outer Scope and carried it away, thinking it was junk. The city dump is not a very safe place for a spaceship.
They're gonna let us in.
Sure, when we tell them what happened.
But wait! Before we go in, do we have everything we need to make Outer Scope fly?
Yeah, I've got everything we need right here in the duffel bag except for the yeast.
And I've got that.
Come on, you guys!
But don't we need permission? Well, maybe so, but there's no one around here to ask.
Well, then let's go in and start looking. After all, it's public property, right?
Poor old Outer Scope. I hope we can find it.
Over there, we're out of luck.
Well, come on. Maybe they dumped it on the other side.
Boy, this place is enormous.
No Outer Scope. Nothing but junk.
Hey, everybody! What?
What?
What is it?
Outer Scope! I found Outer Scope!
All right.
Good for you, Henry. Come on, Edgar.
Uh-oh. A bulldozer!
Come on, that bulldozer's headed this way!
Let's get started.
Hurry, hurry!
Henry, keep an eye on that bulldozer! Okay, Cynthia.
See? He's circling towards us.
We'll keep the diary here.
Okay, but you keep the map on you. Good idea. In case something happens, the map and the diary won't be together.
Okay, but we'd better get going.
Right? We've got to mix up the sugar and the water.
It's that.
And I'll put up the umbrellas.
Where's Edgar? He's got the yeast.
I'll call
You can't go anywhere without that.
Keep working. We'll add it when it gets here.
Edgar! Edgar! Over here! We gotta get out of here. Edgar! Hurry up! Billy, here comes Edgar.
Great. There's not a minute to lose. Hand me that other umbrella.
Let's get out of here. They're gonna crush our ship into nothing.
Not if we get it off the ground. Come on, they're waiting for the yeast.
Thank goodness. Hurry and add the yeast.
Okay.
But we still need time for it to work once we mix it.
Okay, Eleanor, I'm done. Check the steering while I'm up here.
Feels good from down here. Hurry, Lily. Hurry!
Now I'll see if I can slow down that bulldozer.
I'll come too.
Okay, Henry. Between the two of us, we should figure out something.
Oh, what's taking so long? It's bubbling now. It won't take long.
Stop, please! Stop!
Be
Stop! Come on, turn around! Go back! Turn back!
Stop! We'll be killed! How much longer, Edgar?
Any minute now. Any minute. Quick, call Willie and Henry.
Stop! Turn around! We're coming! We're coming! Hold up! We're coming!
Soon, Edgar, how soon?
Any second now. Any second.
Willie! Henry!
Turn back!
Stop!
Please, turn back! Come on, turn back!
It's lifting. It's lifting.
Henry! Willie! Come over here!
Look! They're about to take off! We're coming!
We're coming! We're taking off without them!
Next time, separation.
And now for the big job hunt. Starring Max the Marvelous Machine and that villainous varmint Long John Spoilsport.
Long John Spoilsport is my name. Sabotaging the job hunt is my game. All of you out there who are playing along will soon be singing a very sad song. So here we go, my fine feathered friend. You'll see a lot of my rottenness before this show ends.
And now, the host of our show, Sue Taylor.
Hi, kids. Welcome to the Big Job Hunt. Our contestants today will be from School 12. And from the Van Rensselaer School. Hello, Max.
Hello.
Are you ready to go to work?
Work. That's all I ever do around here. I should report you to the SPCR.
SPCR?
Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Robots.
Max, don't be ridiculous. We've got a show to do. Now pull yourself together.
Oh, all right. But I'm warning you, I won't allow myself to be exploited.
I'll remember that. Now it's time to choose today's contestants. First from School 12.
Kevin Pompey. Larry Conyers. Lynn Coffey.
And from the Van Rensselaer School.
Michelle Lee. Billy Joe Hillstrow. Cynthia Hall.
We're glad to have you with us. Now, will each of you tell us your name and what you would like to do when you grow up? Starting from School 12 first. Kevin?
I like to be a professional football player.
A professional football player. And how about you, Larry?
Professional football player.
Oh, two. And how about you, Lynn?
Architect.
Excuse me?
Architect.
Architect. Thank you very much. Now let's hear from the Van Rensselaer School. How about you, Cynthia?
Psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist. And Michelle?
President of the United States of America.
And how about you, Billy Joe?
Truck driver.
Truck driver. Thank you very much. Now, contestants, please listen carefully to the rules of the game. The object of the game is to guess the mystery job. Max will pick the category and the questions. Questions are worth points. At the end of the round, the team with the most points gets a chance to see a clue and name the mystery job. Now, for you kids who are playing at home, I've got a word of warning. Watch out for Long John Spoilsport. He'll be up to his old and dirty tricks, hard at his habit of trying to confuse you. So watch out. Now for round one. Max, pick us a category, please. Are you ready?
Well, I could stand a couple of quarts of oil.
Okay, I'll see what I can do about that. Let's get round one of this game on the road. Start spinning, Max. Get ready, teams. Category is potluck. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
This question is worth 10 points. The word Colorado, the name of one of the 50 states, comes from what language? Is it A, Spanish, B, English, C, Latin, or D, French?
It's B. It's B.
Yes, Michelle?
Latin.
I'm sorry, the answer was A, Spanish. It means red. I hope you kids in the audience didn't let old Spoilsport throw you off the track with the wrong answer. Let's get on to our next question. Max?
I haven't gotten my oil yet.
Forget about the oil. I told you I'd take care of that later. Just give me the question.
All right.
Ready, teams?
Yes!
The category is the arts. Thanks. This question is worth 10 points. This man co-authored the autobiography of Malcolm X in 1964, is best known as the famous writer of Roots, a book adapted for television in 1977. His name is A. Hands off the buzzer, yes, Larry.
Alex Haley.
That's right. The answer was C, Alex Haley. The score is now Van Rensselaer School 0 to School 12, 10 points. Okay, Max, and now for some more questions.
About that oil.
Max, the questions.
All right. Here it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome, I'm sure.
Now, panelists, I'm going to ask you 5 true or false questions. Each question is worth 5 points. The first question is, number 1, in area, Canada is the second largest country in the world. Hands off the buzzer, yes, Michelle.
True.
That's right, and the Soviet Union is the first. Number 2, the American Indian Movement is an organization working to improve living conditions and to increase pride among Native. Hands off the buzzer, yes, Michelle.
True.
That's right, the American Indian Movement. The American Indian Movement is an organization working to help Native Americans. Number 3, in the early 1500s, Ponce de Leon founded a small city called Capara on the island. Yes, hands off the buzzer, Cynthia?
What?
True, Ponce de Leon did find a city in Puerto Rico. Number 4, Puerto Rico is one of the 50 states. Hands off the buzzer, yes, Michelle.
What?
That's right, Puerto Rico is a territory. And number 5, the last question, a society's total way of life is known as its culture. Hands off the buzzer, yes, Cynthia.
Sure.
That's right, culture is a society's way of life. The score is now Van Rensselaer School 20 points to School 12's 10 points. Van Rensselaer, you're ahead with 20 points. So you get the first crack at today's mystery job. Keep your eyes on Max's eye. Okay, Max, show us the clue. Okay, panelists, remember you can talk it over with your teammates before answering, but you have 10 seconds to name the mystery job. Start the countdown, Max.
10 seconds. Have no fears. They couldn't get it in a million years.
Yes, Van Rensselaer?
What's the answer?
That's right. The mystery job is a dancer. Congratulations, Van Rensselaer. You just won the big job hunt.
I want to ask you something.
Please, not about your oil.
No, about Long John Spoilsport.
What about him?
I want him off the show.
Why?
Because he gets on my nerves. I mean, my circuits, that's why. All those wrong clues, all those snide remarks. I wasn't built to play second fiddle to a creep like him. If he's going to be on this show, he should be truthful and play fair.
That clanging, banging bore of a Max has the nerve to criticize my acts. I'll show him who's boss of this show. He'll get his oil. Ha ha, ho ho. jumping gophers, I'm foiled again.
Nya-ha-ha.
You see, Max, guys like him always get it in the end. Now let's take a look at a film about Debbie Allen, who is a dancer and a choreographer. Have you ever wondered how dancers are produced and handed down? Let's find out. Max, roll it.
My name is Debbie Allen, and I'm a choreographer. That means that I design patterns of movement and steps for dancing. I was just sitting here thinking about something I'm working on right now. Hey, would you like to see how it's done? Come on. Okay, Timothy, let's pick it up right after the da-dun, right? Okay, so we're just in here, right? On this thing here, Chuck, and with Clyde, here. Bob, arms over here. Yeah. Okay, so let's see if we go round, hit it, Chuck, ding, Edward, ding. Come right in, Clyde. Now do this under yourself. 1, 2, ba, 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 dee, dee, ba. 5, 6, 7, hey! I became a choreographer by teaching dancing. My students progressed so wonderfully that I was inspired to create more and more movement for them. And before I knew it, I was putting together dances for them to music. And that's how I got started, by teaching. To be a choreographer, I had to study many different kinds of dancing. I studied ballet and modern and jazz and ethnic dancing and even a little tap, so I could do as much as I wanted to do. I've always danced, and I love to dance. And I love choreography because it lets me express myself about the world and the way I see things. It lets me talk to people in a different way and let them know how I feel. Dance can not only be recorded by film, but it also can be recorded by a method called dance notation, which is a way of writing down dance step by step, and this way a person in California could read my dance notations and reproduce my whole choreography. For example, this symbol right here means step left foot, kick right, then this means step right foot, kick left. This symbol right here means double turn to the right and end in second position, back facing forward. And this means the opposite, just on the other side, double turn left, back facing forward. I know it all sounds very confusing, but I understand it. It's really not that difficult. Dancing is really a lot of hard work and sweat, but I love it. And when I'm doing something that I love, I'm happy.
It's award time here on the Big Job Hunt, and the grand prize, the Max Trophy, goes to the Van Rensselaer School. And to our fine runners-up, school number 12, here's our consolation prize, the Mini Max Trophy.
Who would want a trophy of Max? That moronic mass of metal and wax. Here's the prize you should possess. A trophy honoring my evilness.
Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you all right here on the Big Job.
What about... Aren't you forgetting something?
I've got you covered.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that feels so good and tastes delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome, Max. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you all next time on the Big Job Hunt.
I'll be back, you wait and see. bringing a bag full of badness with me. Nya ha ha.
Real people, I'd like to introduce you to some real people. Real people.
My name is Egan Inoue, and I was born in Hawaii. My grandparents came from Japan. My friend Keona Ona is a Hawaiian.
There they go. That's my cousin Charlie's canoe club. Do they race? Yeah. They're gonna race Honolulu next Sunday.
I like to be a canoe paddler.
No, you never be a canoe paddler. You gotta be big and tough, like a Hawaiian.
Oh, shut up. Who says I'm not big and tough?
You're Japanese, right? You know any Japanese as strong as my cousin Charlie? Hey, Egan, let's go down to the beach.
Oh, no, I can't go down to the beach. I have Japanese language school.
Every day?
Yep.
You'll never be a good canoe paddler.
はい、では次、お人わかる人、お人、はい、松永さん。はい、西見さん。昔は作ってください。
What are you making, Egan?
A boat.
Well, I hope you finished your homework.
Hey, Egan, what you doing?
Building a canoe. I'm gonna be a canoe paddler when I get big.
Hey, looks good.
Keona Ona said I'll never be big enough to be a canoe racer.
You remember when I went out for basketball? Everybody was teasing me, right? Well, they're not laughing anymore. Hey, how's it, buddy?
How's it? Hi.
Hey, Charlie. No, Egan. You like joining canoe club?
Yeah, you can join my canoe club. That's good, but you gotta eat all your spinach so you can make it.
Nah, you never get big enough.
What you gotta talk like that for? Look, Gary and Lawrence. They made it. Hey, Lawrence, how'd you get so good in paddling?
Lot of practice. Lot of practice.
You guys wanna go out and paddle? Let's go. Follow me, okay? When I come up with the paddle, you come up with me too. Okay, now, when I call a change, we go one more after the change, and then we go over to the next side. Up, change. That's it. Okay, follow now. Follow good. up a little bit. That's okay, right like that. Okay, now I'm gonna make another change. Up, one more time, change. That's it. Good. Up, one more stroke, over. That's it. Not too much noise on the boat now. Okay, Egan. Keep up. Good. Put your paddle more in the front now.
Yeah?
Okay, that's it. All right, you two boys are doing fine.
Look here, Ona. I can do it after all. I'm a canoe paddler.
Yeah. Yeah, you're pretty good at it.
What would you do if? How would you feel if? What would you do and how would you feel?
Hey, where were you? How come you didn't come out to try for the team? We were practicing all week. Well, I heard the girls talking down at the gym. So what happened? Well, they were talking about that black people are better at sports than white people. That's not true. You beat me lots of times, and you're littler than I am, too. You should at least have a try at it. Well, I was scared that people would laugh at me.
What would you do if someone told you you weren't good enough to try?
I'd just try out for it. I would just ignore them. I wouldn't do it, I guess. I'll do it anyway, just to prove that I can do it.
What would you do?
Come on along and join us. Delicious hits. Come on along, we're gonna have some fun. Come on along and join us. Delicious hits. In a little bowl of vegetable soup. Get right along to the vegetable soup. Delicious hits. Get right along on a holiday. Get right along, come on and ride us around. Get right along to the vegetable soup. All kinds of vegetables. All kinds of vegetables. All kinds of vegetables. To make a vegetable soup.
Shoo those Indians up. Yeah. All right, Sam, call in your patrols and tell them we're slowing down. Yes, sir. Get a message.
Come on along and join us. Delicious hits. Come on along, we're gonna have some fun. Come on along and join us. Delicious hits. In a little bowl of vegetable soup. Get right along to the vegetable soup. Delicious hits. Get right along on a holiday. Get right along, come on and ride us around. Get right along to the vegetable soup. All kinds of vegetables. All kinds of vegetables. All kinds of vegetables. To make a vegetable soup.
And now, today's adventure of Outer Scope 2, Separation. At the dump, Eleanor and Edgar work on the fuel system while Willie and Henry try to stop the bulldozer from crushing Outer Scope to bits.
We're coming! Soon, Edgar, soon. Any second now, any second. Willie! Henry!
Turn back! Stop!
Please,
turn back! Come on, turn back!
It's lifting! It's lifting!
Henry, Willie, come over here! Look, there, my thing's off! We're coming!
We're coming! we do? Will usually handles the ship.
We don't even know where we're going. That's Henry down there. We've got to go back. We can't leave him. That's my little brother.
I don't know how to reverse the power. I don't know how Willie did it.
What are we going to do? I've got an idea. I'll steer. You try to do something about controlling the power.
Good idea. I don't know what I'm doing.
Wow! Look at old Autoscope go.
Well, looks like we've been left behind, Willie.
We just weren't quite fast enough, Henry. I sure hope they can handle the ship okay.
What'll we do now, Willie?
I don't know, Henry. We'll have to figure something out. The bulldozer's gone, so let's sit down here and look at the map.
But what good is it without the diary?
We'll have to see. He saw the medallion in 1873, right?
I think that's what the diary said, but I'm not sure. Why?
Well, we'll look for that date on the map. See? Here it is. Here. And again off this island in the Caribbean.
But that's so far away.
But look, Henry, the dotted line goes all the way to here.
What's that say?
Shipwrecked just shy of home port, off of Montauk Point. Why, that's not far from here at all.
Gotcha. What are you kids doing here anyway?
We're looking for a spaceship.
It's sort of like a big toy we built. It got carried away by mistake, and we thought we might find it here.
Well, did you?
No, we didn't.
But...
Is Montauk Point very far away?
Now, why would you want to go there?
Show him the map, Willie. For the map.
Oh, I don't know. It's not much of a map anyway.
Now, don't tell me. It's a very valuable map you have there. Has the secret of some sort of a treasure buried long ago, right?
Wow.
How'd you know?
It's easy. Most kids your age go treasure hunt.
You don't think it's real, do you?
Oh, the map's probably real. But by now, the treasure's either long gone or unfindable.
No, it's not. We'll find it.
Okay. Let's take a break. Time for lunch anyhow. Come on, you can share mine. Bring your map along, and I'll point you in the right direction and give you some tips.
I'm worried about Henry and Willie. Anything could happen to them down there. Anything could happen to us up here. I wish Henry and Willie were with us. I'd feel a whole lot better.
Try not to worry, girls. Everything will be okay.
Okay? Are you kidding? Willie and Henry left behind, us up here still not knowing where we're going. We've been heading east so far.
How do you know that?
We've been heading away from the sun all the time, and it's going down behind us, right?
Oh, I get it. The sun sets in the west, so if it's setting behind us, we must be going east.
Good thinking, you guys. Now, if we only knew where we should be going. Check the diary, why don't you? Okay. Let's see. This is it. We tacked westerly to avoid a squall line. This brought us closer to the heavily traveled sea lanes off the eastern shores of these United States. But we were still too far out to tell just where.
We're heading east, too. Wow, we could be over the east coast ourselves. I wonder what's down there. Hi, Grandmother.
What took you so long coming home from school, Wendy? I was beginning to get worried.
Sorry, Grandmother.
What's wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing. Besides, it's hard to explain.
Why not tell me about it anyway?
I don't know, Grandmother. I think you'd have to burn all their history books.
Oh, I see. You don't like the history lessons.
How can they call it American history? They teach nothing of our people, only how the white men brought his so-called great civilization to it.
But our people, we all have a very great history. You know that.
Yes, but the schools don't seem to know it. And if they do, they don't teach it. All they teach is some junk about Pocahontas falling in love with John Smith or somebody or other. Grandmother, I don't want to go back there.
What are you doing?
May I camp out tonight? I'll be on the dunes, Grandmother. I'll be able to see the tent from the back window. Can I please?
It looks like a squall coming up.
Please, Grandmother, you'll be able to see me all the time. Besides, you've always taught me to think my problems through for myself, by myself. That's what I'll be doing.
Well, in that case, I guess you better.
Oh, thank you, Grandmother.
Have a good time.
Like trouble. Quick, get the diary and see if it can give us a fix on somewhere. Anywhere.
The voyage north continued fair. I felt we would make home port without incident, but such was not the case. We were suddenly set upon by a destructively ferocious storm. A storm so fierce it ran the ship aground on the rocks off Montauk Point.
That's it. Montauk Point. That's where we'll head first.
Hey, I think I've got this feel something lit.
Good. We've got to get the ship down out of the storm right away.
All aboard perished. To save myself, I floated ashore draped across a broken mast, the gold chain and medallion still around my neck. I knew it. I knew the medallion was safe.
You knew what? Boy, I sure hope cutting this fuel system won't bring us down too fast.
Oh, brother, that's all we need. I knew we shouldn't have taken the ship up. It'll be a miracle if we're not killed. Tengo miedo.
Next time, Lost in the Storm.
La 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 la, did you know that long ago and once upon a time?
Let's go back where we came from, find our past and have some fun.
The story of Arthur Schomburg, New York City, 1904.
Where are we? Look, that man over there is losing his papers. Let's go help him. Wow, this is a really old piece. It almost breaks in your hands.
Yes, it's part of a manuscript of Lemuel Hayes, an African-American revolutionary hero.
You collect old books?
As a matter of fact, yes, I do. Well, now, can I treat you to a little cold drink? I have more books and photos at home on the African culture. Would you like to see them?
Sure.
Welcome to my study.
Boy, it's like a museum here.
Yes, it's a library of peoples of Puerto Rican and African origin.
How come you collect all this?
Well, being Puerto Rican of African ancestry myself, when I was about 16 years old in Puerto Rico, one of my teachers said that the Negro had no history. And I thought about that, and I found out that the Negro does have a glorious history which is over 3,000 years old. And I dedicated my life to confirm that. Well, now, there's an old attic I should like to see. Care to join me?
Boy, this place looks haunted. Well, if it is, I hope the ghosts get you.
I wouldn't worry. There are no ghosts here.
What are you looking for?
Some old journals. I had recently read some material that mentioned this place as being kind of a missing link with a portrait I've been trying to find.
Look, Mr. Schomburg, a trunk.
The history of the African peoples has to be restored. Slavery, prejudice, injustice have damaged the social significance of the black culture. It is my hope to repair just a little of that damage as best I can. Well, I didn't find what I was looking for. But in another way I did. See, these writings and photos are sermons written by slaves. And this here is some nursery rhymes in Bantu by the Sola tribes. And of course, these old photos are just as valuable.
Oh, so sometimes you're searching for one thing and you find something else.
Yes, that's why my search is never over.
Who's that?
Manuel Rojas. He was a commander of the Puerto Rican Liberation Army who fought for the independence of Puerto Rico from Spanish colonization.
Just like Washington did to the British.
Yes, you're right there.
Do you realize how important this information will be in the future?
Well, Mr. Schomburg, one thing's for sure. From now on, I'm putting everything down in my diary.
Yeah, me too. If I ever do something great like you, I'd want everybody to know it.
Yes, that would be good. As you know, each man and woman is the history of his people. That's the book. I found it.
To this day, because of his endless searching and hard work, there is now the Schomburg Center for Research of Black Culture. It is the most extensive collection of black culture in America.
This time we're going to throw rocks, okay? Got it? Got it! Got it. Go, Zach! Down! Back!
This game is called Rock, Paper, Scissors. Remember? Rock breaks scissors, scissors cut paper, paper covers rock. In this team version of the game, the group that throws the winning signal tries to tag the others before they get home free. The tag part is just a new addition to an old game that seems to be played all over the world. The Rick Back Brick chant actually is borrowed from the English version of the game. The game is also played in China, where it's Ching Chong Pok, and in Japan it's John Ken Po. Games seem to spread about the world without concern for oceans, boundaries of countries, or differences in language. This one game, Rock, Paper, Scissors, is part of many cultures. What is culture? Culture is a way of life, and like a game, culture is made up of rules, customs, and traditions that people follow. Culture is expressed in food, clothing, language, and many other ways. Culture is a word that stands for an idea. It's important to keep the idea of culture separate from other similar ideas. So, here's what culture is not. Culture is not your shade of skin color. It is not your hair color either. In fact, these three people could be from three different cultures, and you couldn't tell until you saw them in the traditional clothes of their culture, or using the manners and gestures of their culture. For example, would you believe that these are all ways of saying yes? Most people in the United States nod their heads, but in Bulgaria, yes is like this. And here's an American Indian gesture meaning yes. Culture is also expressed in traditional dances, sports, and games.
So culture is what people do.
That's it.
And because so many different groups of people have come to live in this country, we are a nation of many different cultures. Each culture has different ways of doing things. And each culture gives us the chance to see that the same game can be played with many different rules.
Real people, I'd like to introduce you to some real people. Real people.
My name is Ellie Kanoho, and my family is Hawaiian. This Saturday, my grandma is going to be 70, so we're going to have a big luau for her. My mother wants me to sing a Hawaiian song.
Oh, come on, Ellie. You can sing it louder. Let's try that again. Okay? You follow me now.
I can't do it.
You know this is Tutu's favorite song.
It's too hard. I want to sing it in English.
You want to surprise Tutu, won't you?
Yeah.
Why don't we try that again, huh?
Hey, boys. Where's Kionaona? He's in the back with the father. Okay. Let's go, Eric. Okay.
Hi, Kiana.
How's it?
You want to come out and play? Oh, no, I can't. Today is my grandma's birthday, and we're going to have a big party for her. You want to see? This is lomi lomi. It's raw salmon with tomatoes. This is haupia. It's made from coconut milk. That's good.
Yeah, Mom. Have you been to a Hawaiian luau?
No, I haven't.
Well, why don't you come?
Ask my mom.
We have lots of food to eat.
Hey, what's the matter?
Oh, nothing.
Come on, you can tell me.
Mom wants me to sing a Hawaiian song for Grandma. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Hey, that's great.
But I don't want to sing if they're going to come, because they're going to make fun of me.
Hey.
What was that all about?
Well, she doesn't want to sing from Kionaona's string.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'll go and check it out. Makelohau kau keiki Yesu Christo. Keau kiau pau ole. Amen.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
What'd you say? She said,
I understand what you do.
And what we're going to eat.
Toys.
Don't you think? I'm enjoying this. Now, how is about our guests? Your children enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
You're not eating your poi. You don't like poi? One big poi.
Pass the napkin. Hey, Ellie, don't you know the words yet? She's gonna sing in Hawaiian. Like this.
They're going to make fun of me.
Don't worry, Ellie. You're the best singer in Hawaii. Tutu, Ellie has a surprise. She's learned to sing in Hawaiian. Oh, thank you. Ellie? Come. Oh, thank you.
sure get around. In olden days, the talk of the town. China, India found you up and down. Hey, banana, you sure get around. You were known by the ancient Chinese. Alexander's Greek soldiers like your style. Found in Africa by the Portuguese. Spread around the Caribbean after a while. So many names, so many claims, you banana. So many names, so many claims, you banana. In the USA, you made a great debut. Philadelphia honor put you on display. From the east to west, the railroad brought you through. On the Mississippi, Mary was your way. Somewhere you were staple, elsewhere you were tree. Refrains of your praises, all folks do repeat. Inlands far and wide, your roots start we do meet. Hey, banana, you sure get around. So many names, so many claims, you banana. So many names, so many claims, you banana. So many names, so many claims, you banana.
What would you do if? How would you feel if? What would you do and how would you feel?
Hey, Marcella, why didn't you call me? I thought you wanted to learn the dances so you could be in the Open Festival with me. Well, some friends were saying that white people can't wear that kind of clothes, that they just look funny. Is that all? You might need help getting into a kimono, but you won't look funnier than anyone else. But they said that whites look funny in Eastern clothes. That's silly. I mean, do I look funny in blue jeans? No, Jenny, but...
What would you do if someone said you shouldn't dress a certain way because you would look funny?
I wouldn't do it because I would be too embarrassed.
I wouldn't pay any attention to them.
I'd tell them to shut up.
I probably wouldn't mind. I look funny doing a lot of things.
What would you do?
Get right in with your vegetable soup. Get right in on the holiday. Get right in, come on and right us around. Get right in to the vegetable soup. All kinds of vegetables. All kinds of vegetables. All kinds of vegetables. To make a vegetable